Thank. And it looks like Miles.
Yes.
Thanks. Just wanted to test your mic to make sure we're all good on that. So appreciate you being with us. And at this time, we'll go ahead and take questions for Miles. Please raise your hand and unmute yourself, and I'll call on you. Go ahead and let me know if you have questions for Miles. All right, Miles, I'll go ahead and get that started. What was the feeling, the adjustment that you all had to make when your quarterback, when your leader on that side of the ball went out? What was the message for the rest of the players?
We have a next man up mentality. It's sad Matt had to go down that way, but Luke came in and we had all faith in him the whole game. That's probably the most he's played this season, or it is the most he's played this season, but we had all faith in him. Just all the practice reps he's had, we had faith in him the whole day.
Go ahead, Tyler, unmute your line.
Miles, you had an interception tonight. Can you just take us through that play real quick?
I knew that they like deep ball shots in between the 40s, and the timing of the play, I just knew that they were going to try and go deep. And when he got outside, I recovered to him, and then I just turned to look for the ball, made the play on the ball, and then I wasn't going to let that one go, so I had to get the pick.
Tyler, if there's nothing else, go ahead and mute your line again.
Can you just talk about the defensive performance in the first half?
It's been our motto. It's been our motto to just so what now what mentality. Whatever field position we have, we're just gonna come out there and do our thing. Compete at every play, and I'm pretty sure we showed up today. It showed on the field.
Miles, just want to talk about the great season that you all had to get you to the Sugar Bowl, and how satisfying it was to be able to play in this game.
Yeah, I've been here for a while, and this is the best season I've had here. I hate it had to go out this way. We still on the rise. We're not done yet. This is just another stepping stone in the right direction of where we want to be.
Do we have any more questions for Miles? Miles, thanks very much for being with us.
Thank you.
Braylon Sanders.
Braylon, thank you for joining us tonight. And we'll go ahead and take any questions for Braylon. Please raise your hand and unmute yourself after I call on you. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, Braylon, just what'd you think of Luke's night, how he kind of handled everything? How would you sort of rate how he did coming in that kind of situation?
he did what he had to do. Luke coming in at nobody knowing Matt's going down, but the next man up mentality, and I think he came in and did a good job for us.
All right, question from the media portal. Braylon, talk about that touchdown catch that you had on the long pass play.
It was a good play, but we lost the game, so it don't matter. So nice play, nice throw by Luke, and I just had to do what I had to do, make a play. But we lost the game, so none of that matters.
And then obviously not a good ending tonight, but the season that you all had was, historic for your school. So just what will you remember and take away from this season?
Just all my brothers, all the blood, sweat, and tears that we put in the off season, during the season, and just looking from where we came from. This is the last time this team is gonna be together, and I love those guys, and not the way we wanted to finish.
Any other questions for Braylon? All right, Braylon, I don't see any other hands, so we'll let you go. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Dean Leonard.
All right, we're joined now by Dean Leonard. We'll take questions for Dean. Please raise your hand and I'll call on you. All right, Dean, I'll go ahead and get us started then. Just talk about the challenges that Baylor's offense gave you all tonight.
Really, I thought we had them for most of the game. We just had a couple of bad series that gave them the momentum at the end there. So, it doesn't matter how many good drives that you have, you got to finish well, and we didn't do that tonight.
Again, please raise your hand or let me know in the chat if you have a question. All right, the next question, I guess, will be then, that we've had a few people just talk about the what you all did to come together on the sidelines after your quarterback, Matt Corral, went out, and how did you encourage, your backup Luke to come in and be able to, perform quite well when he did in the second half?
No, it's the same as every other position. It's just next man mentality. That's kind of what we preach all the time is you get to just prepare like your chance is always coming up. So yeah, it was nothing out of the normal for us. Just got to keep on moving.
And then, your season obviously wasn't a great ending tonight, but overall, you all had a really great season and ended here in the Allstate Sugar Bowl. What will you remember and take away from this season?
I think just being a defensive player, just seeing how far we've came from last year, just like how much we came together and really just set a goal and really strive for it. And I think we did a lot of good things this season.
All right, do we have any other questions? It does not look like we have any more questions. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
We still have one more coming.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. At this time, please raise your hand and we'll take questions for Jarian. Go ahead, David, and unmute yourself and ask your question.
Jarian, what was it like seeing Matt on the ground, and what was kind of the conversation as you guys were kind of trying to move forward?
It was painful to watch, to see our general on the ground like that, just in agony and pain. It was devastating. You know, it's a game. Us as a team we have a next man up mentality. So we're sorry for the loss too, but we still had a game to play.
David, any follow-up?
Sure. What was Matt saying when he came back out from the locker room? What was that conversation, and what was he doing on the sidelines?
I mean, he was just still in tune with the game, helping Luke with going through his progressions and just, you know, I mean, just doing what he does. He's a leader, and no matter if he's out there or not, he's still going to try to boost us and give us the extra momentum or energy we need to go on and go out and play to the best of our abilities. He was 100% supportive.
All right, go ahead, Nick, and unmute yourself.
Jerry, what did you and some of the other veterans say to Luke when he came in? What was the advice for him?
I just told him, hey, man, this is 11 people on the field on defense, 11 people on the field on offense. You've played this game your entire life. This game is no different than any other game. It's just the magnitude of the game for the fans. That's what it is. But to us and to every player out there on the field, it's just a game, another game. So that's what I basically told him. And, you know, it's going to be ups and downs. Just keep persevering, keep your head down. Don't ever get bottled up and get frustrated. It's a long game.
Do you let yourself think big picture about all that you guys achieved this season yet, or is it just kind of stinging in the moment right now of the loss?
A little bit of both. I mean, it would have been great to win this one, but we still if you look back at the season, we still had a great season. One of the best seasons in school history. So, I mean, it's kind of I'm mixed emotions about it. I mean, I'm happy, but I would love to get this one.
Given any thought to your future yet, or does that start tomorrow?
That was my last game in the rubber uniform. So that's why I would like to have one out with a bang. So it was fun.
Do we have any more questions for Jarian?
Jarian, how would you describe how Luke handled running the offense tonight? Some of the intangible parts, some of the on the field stuff. Just how would you describe his performance in his night?
He played great. I mean, he didn't play great, but he played good. He played good enough for us to win. We just didn't help him out any. I personally can say I didn't help him out that much. I mean, it was just like different things in the games, you know. I mean, when you give up 10 sacks and throw 4 interceptions, it's hard to win. So he played great though. Played great. I mean, he kept us in there. He scored us our only touchdown. I mean, he played great. I mean, wouldn't never expect anything less.
Nick, do you have another question? Any more questions for Jarian? I think that'll do it. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if we still have our Ole Miss communications person there. If you could let me know if there's anyone else joining us. All right, it looks like that will do it. Again, this session has been recorded and will be available. And we did have 3 players prior to Jarian joining us. Thanks, everyone.